Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about sentence structure. First, we will talk about simple sentence. A simple sentence is a sentence that has one subject verb pair. Have a look at the examples here. For number one, my younger sister speaks English well. My younger sister here is the subject, speaks is the verb. So the formula, subject and verb, SV. For the second example number two, my mother and father speak English well. My mother as the first subject, father as the second subject, and speak as the verb. There are more than one subject, so the formula is subject, verb, SSV. And then the next example, my mother and father speak and write English well. There are two subjects, two verbs, then the formula subject, verb, and verb, SSVV. And then my parents will retire soon. My parents as the subject, will retire is as the verb, so the formula SV, subject, verb. And then number five, then they will move into a smaller apartment or live with my older brother and his family. They as the subject will move as the first verb and then live as the second verb. And formula is subject, verb, SVV. Even though there are more than one subject and more than one verb, as long as there is only one subject verb pair, those are still considered as simple sentence. When looking for verbs, count only verbs that change tense. Have a look at the example. My grandmother wants to learn to drive. Here, the verb is only wants, while to learn and to drive, those two are to infinitive. Those two cannot change tense. And then my sister will teach in exchange for cooking lesson. Here the subject is will teach. Will teach here is counted as one verb. And then a duck is swimming in the hotel swimming pool. Is swimming here is one verb, while for the swimming, here swimming pool is not a verb, but it is gerund describing pool. And then the next example, swimming is my favorite way to exercise, is here is the only verb of this sentence. To exercise is not the verb, but it is to infinitive. So only count verbs that change tense. Please be careful in determining which one is the verb, which one is not the verb. And then this is the exercise for you to do. Directions: identify the formula of the following simple sentences. Number one is done for you. My grandfather is old in years but young in spirit. My grandfather as the subject, and then the verb is. So the formula of this sentence is subject and verb SV. You may continue to do this exercise. You may stop the video first and you do the exercise before continuing. Listen to the explanation. We come to the next material, connecting words, conjunctions. In this video, we're going to only learn about and or for conjunctions. And joins two or more similar things in possessive sentences. Example, I like Chinese and Italian food. We have class on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And is used to combine these sentences, these possessive sentences. Or connects two or more similar things in negative sentences. So for negative, mostly Western people use or. I don't like warm milk or cold coffee because the sentence is negative. Yeah, so they use or to combine two negative sentences. We don't have class on Tuesdays or Thursdays. Negative sentences, so the Western people use or to combine negative sentences. Besides combining negative sentences, or also connects to or more choices or alternatives. For example, I would like to go to London, Rome, or Paris on my next vacation. So there are three kinds of choices: London, Rome, Paris. Those are only choices. We can only go to one place. So those are connected with or. My father or my mother will meet at the airport, because those are the alternatives. So we connect these sentences with or. Use and to join two or more items in a positive sentence. I love tacos, pizza, and egg rolls. Because it is positive sentence, so and is used to combine those items: tacos, pizza, and egg rolls. Use or to join two or more items in a negative sentence. I don't like hot dogs or hamburgers. Because it is negative, so or is used in this case. Also use or to connect choices. Is this sentence true or false? Do you want to stay home or go out tonight? So because there are choices, we can connect choices by using or. So for positive and negative or choices or. This is the exercise for you to do. Directions: use and or to combine two sentences to make one sentence. Number 1 is done for you, and you may do the rest. Number 1, I like chocolate ice cream. I like coffee ice cream. You can combine these two sentences by using and. And why? Because this sentence is a positive sentence, so and is appropriate for this case. And please do the rest of the exercises before you listen to the next explanation. Stop the video first, do the exercise before continuing to the next slide. We come to sentence combining. Combining two or more short sentences into one longer sentence. There are a few rules to follow. The first one, don't repeat words if possible. Like here, I am a man, I am famous. So these two short sentences can be combined into one longer sentence. I am a famous man. You may omit words but do not leave any important information. You may change words. For example, you may change a noun to pronoun or make a singular word plural. You may add words. For example, I have white hair, I have a long white beard. I have white hair and a long white beard. In this case, we need to add and here to combine these two positive sentences. And this one is the exercise for you to do. Combine the following two sentences to make one sentence. Yeah, in this slide, please stop the video and do the exercise. And this is the last part of this video. Thank you for your nice attention today. At last, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.